And yes, folks, it's the tandem, the Stamkos, Kucherov, Palat line, even though that's Sergachev there. Let's just pretend it's Kucherov, and then that would make sense. It was a rough one, people. It was a tight one. There was a couple calls made, maybe some missed calls, maybe some unmissed calls. I'm not blaming the refereeing. I don't think really anyone is, but it was one of those games you needed one save not made, and little breakdown there on the last play. We'll get into that. The Avs drop Game 5 in Denver, 3-2. We're going back to Florida. We're going back to the swamp. We're going back to the land of blow, where it all began. And the Avs will still be leading this series, people. Let's remember that, 3-2. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about it. Yes, people. Avs drop Game 5, 3-2. Heartbreaker in Denver. The cup was not hoisted last night. We hope and pray we can hoist it in Florida tomorrow. With me, my main man, Oren. What's up, buddy? Your thoughts? You know, we've had a little time to sleep, to reflect.
Yeah, how's it going? I had to go to sleep early last night because of that game. It was
man. Yeah,
it was pretty saddening. I wish that was the chance to raise that cup for us, but we'll get to that next game.
We'll hopefully get to that tomorrow. It's fine. It weighs the same whether it's in Colorado or Florida. Brennan, welcome back, brother. Repping the Eurolanche, repping himself, and repping the Avalanche. How's it going, man? Little time to sleep, little time to reflect?
Yeah, I didn't like those goals, but Chushkin's trying to bail us out, and I've got some stuff on that too. So.
Oh, good. You just jump in whenever we get to that, man. Yeah, Nichushkin definitely the most noticeable forward. There's been a few people missing. Lehkonen has all of a sudden kind of gone MIA a little bit. A couple other players are fourth line. The depth guys, barring last game where they had some key moments. Overall, a little quiet. And then one man, and we will talk about him eventually leaving later. This man right here, I just felt he was going to have the freaking game and just take over the game last night. Did not happen. Not even close. Didn't get a sniff. So, hopefully that's tomorrow's job. He's got a couple more games to show it. He's got a couple more games to show he is the winner, and I do expect him. Yeah, exactly. Let's hope just tomorrow. But let's hope for that. Let's hope that happens as quick as possible. Let's get right into it. The top of the notes here. Burakovsky is still out of the lineup. Sturm keeps his place in, I think, from the last game where he was essential in that goal. It makes sense. Keep him in there for faceoffs too. Just playing his role. Kadri's second game back. So just to notice, he stayed in the lineup. No further injury to the hand. Everything seems good there. A few stats just to lead off the Ads. Overall, the Ads have 37 shots on goal. Tampa 29. So we outshot them. Faceoffs actually in the Avalanche favor with 54%. The Tampa's 46. This was a key stat of the game. Tampa was 1 for 4 on the power play. Power play came up big for them. Not so much us, only though we did get 2 chances. We were 0 for 2. We also out-hit Tampa Bay 43-33. So everything but barring the goals, we did pretty good. First period kicks off, people. It's pretty even. But usually, the Avs at home, this series especially, our first 10 minutes of the game, we are flying. We're getting the lead. We're getting at it. We're hungry. We look like a hungry hockey team. Not so much this game. Bit back and forth. I don't know if it was just being tentative. I didn't know if it was just some nerves or just Tampa just kind of clogging things up and playing their game, playing like a back-to-back championship team did with experience. It's pretty even after the first until the Jan Rutta. It's Rutta, right, Brendan?
Rutta.
Yeah, Jan Rutta. I was like, I'm going to bring up a picture of this guy of his shot. He's barely on the internet, okay? He barely exists on the internet.
He's the seventh defenseman.
Yeah, so this gentleman, now it was a 95-mile-an-hour apparently slapper. knuckler past Darcy Kemper, and this is with just under 5 minutes left in the first. It's a bad goal to give up there. It was a weak goal. Kemper's got a couple of those in him. Even with his game, last game he led in the soft one by Hedman. We ended up not costing us, but it did cost us this game, unfortunately. Maybe not the reason we lost, but it did not help. It put us with our backs against the wall. And I mentioned, we usually start out well, Brennan. So, we have a little habit of this kind of late in periods, kind of letting the other team get a couple sniffs. This one, though, shouldn't have happened. This should not have been a goal. Your thought on that first goal?
Well, it was something that, honestly, Kemper should have had, and I think he probably feels the same way because if I remember correctly, it was a 5-hole. And
that one was actually through the left glove, in between his glove and his left leg pad. Yeah, last goal was a 5-hole. Yes, that one. Yeah,
it just seemed like he was a bit slow today, or a lot. I keep saying today, but
that's what we get it.
Yeah,
it's within 24 hours.
Yeah. I think it caught him off guard because Ruda doesn't usually shoot like that. Ruda doesn't usually shoot.
Yeah, he does. He usually barely skates. Apparently,
well, he's a hitter.
Yeah,
and he's an extra defenseman. He would be like a Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson. Yeah.
And I can't remember what caused him to be in the lineup, but he's been a regular for quite some time. But I didn't like it, and I think it caught the whole team off guard.
Yeah, it absolutely caught us off guard. Orrin, you see that weak slapper go in. I mean, it was hard, but it was still from the distance he was out.
Yeah,
that's a routine save.
Yeah, that's obviously you're going to cover your short side. There was no other way, no other area he could have shot. So, Darcy was there, but it just kind of snuck through him. Yeah, it was definitely a goal that should not have been there. And that I thought we were kind of dominating that first period, and I think that goal just kind of hit us a little bit harder than it should have, especially by a guy that we like. Who the hell is that?
Yeah, not one of their big guys, obviously.
It's not someone who you were expecting to score, and when someone like that scores on you, it's like, okay, well, that means anyone can score on you. So it kind of just knocks your mental capacity down a little bit, and it was a goal. It was an easy save for Kemper.
Yeah, should have been routine. Kicked it out or just took it in the gut, got a face off, something, but it didn't. And there's the image of the goal. He doesn't look too happy about it either. Look, he knows. Oh, he knows. It was a very sad. Yeah, like I said, kind of lost some momentum there. We started picking up, spending some time in their zone, evening up everything. And then something like that happens, gives Tampa a lot of the momentum. But that didn't seem to matter for us too much because second period starts. We start the second. We're much better pacing on the second. Where we look like how we've been starting the first periods at home. We're faster on the puck. We're forechecking hard. And just after about 5 minutes into the game, Big Dick Val shows again why he is the one to watch. And he's going to get paid. I had an interview say he will get paid. He deserves it. He gets on the score sheet again. He picks up a juicy rebound off of Vasilevsky. This is from that Kelmakar shot. He kind of had trouble seeing it. I think it deflected off of a Tampa player before it got to him. Tried to glove it real quick, bounced off the glove, bounced around. Val's right there, just overpowers his man. No problem. It's 1-1, and Brennan, it's 1-1. We're starting off, okay. We got our mojo. We're skating. We're moving around. We're throwing some more pucks at the net. We're not overlooking. Simple play, rebound, score. Big Dick Val energy, man.
Well, it was a junk goal, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And it was no more than like a minute or two before that. I actually said, I tweeted out and said, what the hell are the commentators saying? They're talking like there's 5 minutes left in the third and we're 5 minutes into the second. And they were saying stuff like, this Avalanche team's done. And Because I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Well, all I've noticed is the bias against the Avalanche for every single playoff series we've played this year. Anytime you're watching on, whether it's TNT or ESPN Plus, definitely anytime Wayne Gretzky's been talking about them.
And we did mention that, I think, in the first show I was on with Panger, but but that was understandable. But with this was just like oozing, oh, we want Tampa to win. And then no more than 30 seconds later, Nichushkin ended up scoring the goal. And I was like, okay, this will shut him up. But it didn't.
It really, maybe for like a minute or two, it did, because unfortunately there was more activity right after that went against the Avs. But Oren, this man right here, about 3 minutes later. But before that, let's be happy real quick. And this man right here, your homage to Big Dick Val, the energy he gives the team, the energy he gives the men and the ladies. He's having a good time with it all. And, we're going to sign him up, hopefully. We're going to give the man some money for the next several years, hopefully. But he's a guy that keeps performing in the playoffs.
He's whenever he's playing good, I think our whole team starts to play good, to be honest. I mean, I felt we didn't play a bad game. It didn't seem like, but
no, I would agree.
It just still wasn't. We still weren't up to our best, though. That's for sure.
No, we weren't game 1 and game 2. Tampa's obviously made some adjustments. Brennan, you mentioned what Johnny Cooper can do, and he does very well. It's better than about any coach, as he makes adjustments as series go on. He's obviously made a few. He's made some personnel changes as far as who's on the ice when the McKinnon line's out. However, he's got that Kucherov, Palat, Stamkos line. Anytime they're on there and they start weaving in and out and start really moving around, we are losing coverages. We're losing gaps on players.
And that is worse on the fourth line.
Yeah.
When we're on the road, it's just horrible. So I don't know if you guys noticed that when the fourth line was out for us, it was Kucherov was out there. Stammer, I think it was Stammer, Cooch, and who else is on that line? But
Palat.
We're typically out there against Helm, LOC, and whoever else is on our fourth line. But they were just running around him.
Yeah, it's usually been Sturm, LOC, Helm. It's kind of moved around with Cogliano here and there. That kind of bottom six, they've been changing a little bit with guys in and out of the lineup. Even we've seen Lehkonen on that third line a lot, which, in my opinion, maybe it's kind of stunted him. Even though he did, I think, play higher up. I think he was playing with McKinnon a little bit the other night. So they're moving him up and down the lineup a lot. Now, I don't know if that inconsistency of who he's playing with is kind of slowed his roll a little bit. But he's a big-time player, and God, we need a big-time play in Game 6 from a guy like that. Now, the sad part, people, like we said, just several minutes later after us celebrating hard, because I was feeling good. Unfortunately, just a few minutes later, several penalties happen. Like them, don't like them. The Lightning find themselves on a 4-on-3 power play, and their power play has not been very good this series. I think they've only scored one power play goal. It was like 7%. But here you guys like Palat, Stamkos, Kucherov, Hedman. You have these guys on the ice with time on the puck, with a lot of ice to move around. Things happen. Bad things can happen. We do a pretty good job, actually, early on, keeping them on the outside. Joshua Manson, some huge blocks. It's looking, with only 18 seconds left, that we're going to get out of this one. We're going to kill it. We're looking good. But unfortunately, Kucherov gets the puck. He's been very quiet this series as well. He's had a couple moments, but as far as goal scoring, I believe that's his first goal of the series.
It was.
So he ends up ripping a 1T from Stamkos, kind of, out there between the dots, and it goes past Kemper. I mean, it's a hell of a shot. It's posting in. I don't think Darcy Kemper screened. They get that
screened pretty hard. So
he was screened. You can only really you're playing with fire a little bit, 4-on-3. There's a lot of open ice for him, and he's screened. I don't blame this one on Kemper. Obviously, it's a hell of a shot by one of the better shooters in the league in Kucherov. And it's 2-1 Lightning here, bud. Now, are you just sad again? Are you feeling, you still have we can get that momentum back? What's your thought? See that happen like that after some penalties?
I still felt like we could have got the game back together. I mean, we just kept giving away too many penalties. We gave them too many opportunities to get these scores. I mean, they weren't too good. I mean, they're kind of even on 5-on-5, so we just threw the game away by giving away too many penalties early on. So.
Well, to throw a stat on you,
do it.
I mean, at that point, right before, I think it was the penalty before Cooch, they were 14 for 15 on the penalty kill.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's 93% on the kill. Keep in mind that at the lowest point in the year that we were 72%.
Yeah.
28th in the league.
Yeah, it was a struggle, especially early on in the year for the first half of the season plus. Our penalty kill was atrocious.
Yeah, so I mean, even if we weren't in the playoffs, that would be first overall. I mean, at 93%. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So if you were to get a penalty, I have confidence that you'd kill it, but it's just we couldn't get that one.
We couldn't get that one, and there's a lot of room out there. Just that extra bit of space where they can set guys like Stamkos and Kucherov. They get time to set up a one-timer, even if the Kemper could see it. I mean, you're tempting fate, and unfortunately, he didn't even see it. It was a good screen look. Eventually, that's going to break a little bit, and that was a big difference of the game. They scored on the power play. They had more, but we only had 2. We did not convert, and our power play has been lethal this series. So it's just one of those things, a bad goal, and now all of a sudden letting in a power play goal and not scoring a power play goal. These are differences in this game, which is why we ended up losing the game. So it's 2-1 Lightning after that. Kind of towards the back end of the second period, we have a couple good chances to tie it up in the second. They both come from our defensemen. The first one, both beautiful moves. Bo and Byram skates through like 3 Tampa players. And he tests Vasilevsky, and Vasilevsky's got to throw that right leg pad out really quick, really sharp save by him. Great move by Byram. Good to see that. And then that's followed not long after by Kel McCarr doing practically the same thing on the other side. Dancing through several Lightning players. This is on a power play where everybody's just kind of staying back. Is he going to drop the puck off? Is he going to dump it? He sees a gap, takes it. And that's the one, Brennan, you can jump in, is where we thought there should have been a penalty. Could have been possible penalty shot, at least a minor, what you want to call interference. You can call it holding. You can call it slashing, hooking, whatever you want to call it. He made a move there. Vasilevsky gets a poke check on that play. And you can even see Kel McCarr usually isn't a guy that says anything to the refs. No. But he turned around and had a go. He said, "Hey, that's a fucking, that's a call." Yeah. And when the ref, whatever, just kind of waved his hands or didn't give him anything, he was just like, "Damn, okay, I'm moving on."
I think to quote him, he said that was a fucking joke. And for someone like Kale to say that, I mean, come on, he's like the most modest, most calm person that like in any video or any media you've ever seen. He doesn't like get riled up or anything.
Yeah.
And to get him riled up like that something happens.
Yeah, something happened there. It was a big moment. He knew that was a big moment. He knew he made a good move and that he knew he was interfered with in any way. Either way, a missed call.
Hedman's stick.
It happens. Yeah.
It was Hedman's stick on his left that hit him on the hands.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems as he was breaking through. There's some interference there, but regardless, missed call. They happen for either team, in the playoffs. This one just happened to bite us in the ass a little bit. So it's still 2-1 after 2. We start the third period, and again, we start off the period very, very well. Within 3 minutes of the start of the period, the Avs tied up at 2. This is a Kel McCarr goal. kind of a funky one. Another dirty goal. A lot of our goals in the last couple games have been dirty. You got to take them. It's a playoff goals. He gets the puck. He's at the wall, and he makes a move towards Vasilevsky, who saves the initial shot, but the rebound comes off Cernak, the defenseman. I don't think he hits off his ankle, skate, something like that. And the rebound comes off Cernak, finds its way through Vasilevsky. It's now 2-2. Again, another garbagey goal. It looked like this man here initially got it. I know, Warren, you're like, who was that? I was like, I think that's Nichushkin because he celebrated like it was his, but he just happened to be right there for the same cleanup. But at the end of the day, it was just gentleman right here, Rosy Cheeks Makar, and he makes it 2-2. It's a dirty goal, Warren. We're all having a fun time again, right? This is it. This is where we belong.
We're back into it.
We're back into it.
Beginning of the third period, and I mean, we haven't really been playing that bad, and just hoping that we didn't give them any more penalties. And of course, did we? I can't remember. Yeah, we did. We
might have gave one. We killed it
at the end of the third period.
But
before that, we were playing good. I felt we were going to come back and just get that one extra goal.
It seemed to me it was going to be one of those score early and run the momentum, and they'll just start getting a little panicky, getting a little nervous as far as Tampa Bay is concerned. They'll start, gripping the sticks, start feeling us coming in waves, and maybe just show some cracks in what had been a pretty solid game by them. You felt got there. They want to keep pushing. It's going to happen. Like you said, stay out of the box, play 5-on-5, and let's grind them down. Unfortunately, there's a lot of unfortunately's in this game. Brennan.
Too much man at 243.
Yeah, too many man. That would be our next one. But before that, the eventual game winner. It's this line, man. It's this freaking line right now. This is the line. I mean, this is their make or break. I mean, there's a random Ruda goal or whatever. I mean, those are here or there. This is the line that is going. If we are going to lose, this is the line that's going to beat us. Okay.
Yeah, and Stammer's even calling Plot Sneaky P because he's clenching it those times when you need those goals.
Yeah, I know they even before that they were asked about big players, and I don't know if it was Maroon or whoever they were asking before the series even started. They're like, you have a guy like Palat kind of under the radar guy. Like, what are you talking about? He's a superstar to us. To them, he's massive because he's clutch. He's like, how Chris Drury used to be for us back in the heyday. Just the guy. You get it. He's got the puck, and it's a clinching time. There's a big moment. You're gonna put your money on him. And right now, as Tampa fans, Tampa's team, they're putting their money on Palat right now because he's just getting it done in big moments. This is just over 6 minutes left in the third. Mm-hmm. Looks like, okay, maybe this is an OT game. We've been good there. And we like our chances at home. 6 minutes over. Great puck movement again by that Stamkos, Kucherov, Palat line. This is the one where Makar, he came out and said, I take the blame for this one. Bednar tried to back him up, say, no, I don't put the blame. He's just doing what a good coach would do. But Makar, obviously, you can see it. Loses his man, Palat. Makar ends up going off the same guy. He's already covered on the right side of the net. Too late. Looks quickly behind him as that pass goes right by him, and there's a Palat by himself.
Right open down the slot. Perfect shot. Himself. Perfect opportunity anywhere on Kemper. You could just shot it anywhere on Kemper.
Yeah, he's right there. He's
wide open.
He's teeing it off. Goes through his 5-hole. Almost looks like he could have initially saved it. Just a little bit of a question. But in the end, it does squeak through Darcy's 5-hole as he tries to close his legs. And like you said, Oren, and you give anybody, whether it's Palat, Kucherov, you could be fucking McDonough, whoever you want to throw out there at a spot right there as a 1-T.
Jan Ruda again.
Yeah, it could have been. Thank God it wasn't. Instead, it was the guy that's supposed to score, Palat. And anyone scoring that, for the majority, that's one you don't want to put on Kemper. It looks like he almost got a piece of it. And Brennan is 3-2.
And to go on Makar, this is on me. Yeah. It's like, okay, the closest I'm watching the replay, and it's like the closest person to Plot. He's on one of the hash marks in the slot.
Mm.
The closest person is 5 feet away from him.
Mhm. Yeah.
And he's just all alone.
Yeah.
McKinnon's like at the dot, and then God, I don't even know who that is. Landeskog's at the other hash
Landy's
mark.
on the yeah.
Yeah,
He's on his
either
man,
one of them could have tried to at least drop their stick. They both had their sticks up, but I don't think it was all McCarr. I think a part of it had to have been at least one of the center, at least McKinnon or Landy. It's not all McCarr in this case.
Yeah, well, I think he was originally on Palat, and once they there's the one thing that this guy can do is he knows how to kind of a little bit like Lekkonen's done a little bit for us. This guy, once that line gets it in, they move around. They find holes. It's not the first time they're finding these little pockets in the slot by themselves.
Well, and the thing is Palat was high in the center. That's the center's, or high in the slot. That's the center's spot to cover.
Mm-hmm.
McCarr went low, so did Taze. They both went to where they should have in the defensive zone, and they were starting to go wide and cover the wings. Palat dropped down into the slot, and then McKinnon should have ran right into that. So that's not McCarr. That is McKinnon's problem.
Yeah.
Defensively,
I think McCarr definitely got to do better there. I mean, he looked. You could tell him
he was going to where he should have as a defense.
There's already somebody there, though. I think Landy's there, right?
No, Landy's above him on the
Landy's above him. I can't remember who's on the right, but there's already a guy on the guy he's going at
who shouldn't have been there. But Landy was on the hash marks. McCarr was going to his wing or his side on the goal into his defensive position. So he was going to cover his defensive position, and McKinnon should have looked left and seen Plot coming, and he should have come in this way and at least dropped the stick, but he didn't even have a stick on the ice.
It's a breakdown.
Nobody was watching Palat come in the slot.
Yeah, and it's just, it's the same thing as when Stammer scored with that horrible Jack Johnson goal. Or no, was it EJ? A couple games ago, where he just spun and it was like wide open in the back door.
Oh I remember the goal. I don't remember who he got away from. I think it was Lekkonen. I thought it was Lekkonen. Wasn't it Lekkonen?
No, it was a defenseman that he beat on.
Was it a defenseman? I remember Lekkonen losing coverage at some point as well to a guy. Either way, they're finding that little spot. And this is the danger. That's the danger point. There's just a breakdown. We need better communication there. Everybody needs to step up. Like you said, you don't just blame one man there. But if you're a winger in McCarr's, there needs to be some sort of communication. Something needs to be happening there, and everybody needs to pick up a man. It's 5-on-5. It was the backbreaker. That was a tough one. I was a bit nervous. I still always think there's a chance, of course. Just a couple good shifts, maybe draw a penalty or something, but we didn't, and we end up losing the game 3-2. Yeah, we gave a penalty. Yeah, we love a too many man.
Yeah,
I mean, we absolutely
too much man.
We love a good too many man. Either way, that's the game.
Oh, Perry gave them that because he was standing at the bench watching for it and just screaming his head off. I mean, you could hear him on the mics.
Yeah, they brought that up too on the. Of course, they brought that in the broadcast. They're like, Corey Perry's going to be a great coach, great at anything.
No, he'll be a great ref, is what they were saying. But I mean, they showed him just standing on the wall, just like, dude, okay, calm down.
Yeah, he helped with that, policing the game.
But that's what he's there to do. So.
That's what he's there to do. He actually had a couple of assists. That son of a bitch. He's been, he's, oh my God, he's terrible. But at the same time, you would like a guy on your team like that does those kind of things. No 2 assists. You wouldn't take 2 assists from Corey Perry?
No, I don't like him specifically.
Oh well, no, I don't either. But I'm saying you'll take a guy that's rubs people the wrong way, but gets a couple points in in a big Stanley Cup game. Hopefully, we can get something like that for Game 6. So let's wrap it around. Let's look forward because this game is done and dusted. The boys are going to move on. They're going to watch tape. The series is still in our hands, obviously. It just hurts to lose. It hurts to lose. Just felt like the city, expectations were to win it, just to end this charade last night. And it just didn't go our way. Yeah, it didn't go our way. I mean, I was dumb enough to be like, should I spend $1,300 on the nosebleed? Should I? If we have the cup, it's worth it. I'm glad I didn't. You could see people like crying in the stands because I was like, yeah, their kids aren't going to college. The wife left them. Yeah, because they decided this is where their money, all the honeymoon money, all the, the wedding money went to the game.
Their cars.
They sold their car. A lot of cars for sale outside the arena. It was a record number. And, babies crying. Just it all was happening. All sad. But now it is a new day. It is Saturday, the eve before Game 6. Still a decider. Warren, we go in to the swamp. We go into the land that is Tampa. Okay? And we already got a guy that wears gold chains. I know that, wearing gold chains and jewelry is pretty big down there. We have a man in Val Nichushkin. Is he going to lead the way for us tomorrow? What is your expectations? Let me know who you think can break out for the Avalanche if you've got us winning. Who's going to be the guy to heed the call and give us your prediction for Game 6, Tampa?
Well, yeah, like you said, I think Val's going to come out strong again. I think he's going to be a good leader for us and push that energy, big dick energy in the beginning.
We need it.
And also, like you were saying, Lehkonen, he's been pretty silent the past few games. I think this is his game to step up. And
please,
I hope Lehkonen will be one to bring even more energy, and Kadri too. I think Kadri. I think
very quiet.
Gonna be a little bit better now. Yeah,
hopefully,
he did score that Game 4 winner.
4.
Yeah, Game 4 that he scored. So Game 4, but I think he'll be stronger again too. So I'm looking for all three of them to step it up and lead the way. I would love it to be McKinnon and Makar, but as I've been seeing, Makar's been really good.
Yeah, he's been performing. He's trying, man. They play him more than half the game, for God's sake.
Yeah, but I don't know, McKinnon. If this is his game, he better take it away. So.
Yeah. You got a score prediction?
I think we're gonna win it in Tampa. This is our fucking cup right here. We're gonna win it in Tampa, 5-3.
5-3, Avalanche in Tampa. You've got Nichushkin and you've got Lehkonen possibly being the heroes. Brendan, before I ask for yours, your prediction, I want to bring up an image of this gentleman here, and I want to know: do we know the likelihood of this gentleman playing Game 6?
He's a possibility. He traveled with the team.
This is we have missed this guy.
Mm-hmm. I know. I love him.
When he was all the lines seemed to be perfect. The chemistry, the combinations when we were able to insert this guy into the top 6, and my God, he was playing really well with Val. You were able to push Lecky to that third line, getting even more depth, pushing some more talent down in the bottom 6. Yeah, this is a guy I would love, and I hope is available for Game 6. Brandon, if he is available, who are you scratching? Game 6.
Sturm.
Yeah, good call.
Sturm, and then that's without question. But the problem is faceoffs.
Yeah,
because Kadri can't take them.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't take them right now. Crystal, what's up? What the happened, man? I expected riots downtown alongside the pro-choice riots. Double riots.
Yeah.
What a letdown. Yeah, not even one riot. That's the shame. We were all expecting some vehicles to be lit on fire, right, Brennan? I mean,
I heard there was some issues with the watch party, at least last night. Like people were jumping the fence and it was getting rowdy and shit. So.
Was it surely not Avs fans attacking other Avs fans?
No, it was like them jumping the fence and like starting to go after the cops and stuff. And it's like, guys, calm
Okay.
the fuck down. We're already good.
Are you saying that if you get a large group of people together and there's not great barriers and there's booze involved, that people are going to start attacking the police? Are you?
Well,
is that what you're telling
The
us right now?
sheriff, they're not as good as the police.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, and I know, Crystal, it's a shame. It's a damn shame.
We'll
we
riot
don't-
on Monday night and then have to go into work, or Sunday night.
Sunday
and then have to
night,
go into
yeah.
work.
Just call in. And they'll understand why. They get it. McKinnon is going to come out flying and get our first goal. Avs will win the cup. Score prediction 3-2. I'm assuming that's regulation. And we have a Tampa fan is back. Buck Skull Gang in the house. Hi, bro. Hi, bro, to you. It was a good game last night. You know what? Now you've gone too far. How dare you? Don't throw that slander in our face. As a Lightning fan. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, you're right. Payback, too many man ice caught. That was true. I know it's payback.
Okay.
I mean, like
okay. Don't
that
get
was
me
a good
going
call.
on that one.
Oh,
Don't
you're gonna get. Oh,
me
you
going on-
gonna get Brennan going? Do you wanna vent on this
off-
one real quick? Go ahead and vent. I'll leave this comment up.
Yeah. First off, we had 6. They had 7. Yeah. Whatever.
Is that the rant? That was it?
That's the rant. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay, just gonna leave it. Okay.
I'm gonna try and keep it like friendly.
Okay. Well, you say that, Mr. Buck, and we, hey, you guys got the win. You had a very professional game. You guys stayed out of the box. You did what you needed to do, and all that good stuff. I'll tell you what we're going to do, because we're about to end the show. But please, our next show, if you can jump in early, let me know, and I will 100%. We got to bring you in. 100%. And I'd like to know your real name. Unless you don't want to give it, that's fine. We'll just keep calling you Bucks. Or maybe we call you Skull or Gang or In-House. That's a lot. But yes, it will be through StreamYard. Email me. I got the stuff in this little description down here at the screen. Get with me. We'll add you in. Get in communication with you, buddy. Be good to Eric. Pleasure, brother. You're welcome. For sure. Because look, at the end of the day, I love all hockey fans. Even the dirty Minnesota ones. And, but this is a game. You got to give respect to the people in Tampa. And it's a hell of a team. It's going to take a hell of a performance, our best game yet, to push through. They always say, the elimination game is always the hardest to win, whether you think it's cliche or not. The players know. Something they always preach and say. Now, Brennan, prediction. Who is going to help the Avalanche push us to the win? If you have us winning, if not, go the other way. And then what is your prediction of the game?
I called it in 6, so it's I wasn't really surprised that we lost this one, but let's see. I'm hoping that McKinnon pulls through. McKinnon and McCarr on that one, and then let's see, probably 3-2 on the final regulation.
3-2 as
and
well.
Kemper will be in that. There's
Oh,
not going to
100%.
be any question
Yeah,
on that.
No question there.
And then also they did see Nichushkin go to the X-ray room.
I don't like that.
Yeah, he
I
had
don't
some
like
ice
that.
wrapped around his right knee, so that's not good. But he and Comper both went to the X-ray room, and
Did Comper finish the game? That's a guy. I mean, I didn't even notice.
everyone did. But both are good to go. Berkey traveled with the team.
Okay,
And it's a
Comper's
possibility.
he's a guy. I mean, I did not even notice at all last game. He's a guy that's being very quiet. I could take one of those. Yeah, I would take one of those JT Confer infamous goals, big game goals right now, big time. And Eric, while we still going, you let me know what's your expectation for tomorrow as well, buddy. Give us it. If you want to give us the homer response, good, because you're going to only get homer responses from us. I've got us winning tomorrow. I do as well. I'm going to stick with the 4-2 as I had for this past game, which did not happen. I'm going to say 4-2. And then, I have to keep going back to the well that has been dry. I've got to keep trying to pump my water here. This guy, it's got to break eventually. Come on. We're now, okay, we're game 6 now. We need it. And I think the last goal he scored was just off a foot, accidental. He's got to get involved. He's got to start firing the puck at the net. We need more shots. Oh, man, Eric's got Lightning 5 and the Avs 3. All right, Eric. I hope you're wrong, buddy. I hope you're wrong.
To be fair, McKinnon does have 12 goals and 10 assists.
Oh, he's been fun. In this series, we really need. He's our big time player, and he's really any game in the series yet to be that big time guy. We had everybody go in the first couple games, especially that 7-0 drubbing. Now's the time. He did have that big goal, even if it's off a foot. It doesn't matter. It's a big goal.
But we counts as a goal. Yeah,
it counts as a goal. But we all know what he can do when he's on. He literally is a game changer. He takes the game over single-handedly. He could do that. So you know what? I like this, Eric. Or Avs 3, Tampa Bay 2. You know what? Let's go with that one. Let's go ahead and stick with that one, Eric. We're gonna go with this one. This sounds better. This makes me feel better. Nate needs to get nasty. We need nasty Nate. We don't need just Nate. It is time to unleash the beast, and I believe he's going to do it. Also, quick shout out to Alex Newhook. For the love of God, if you can just help us with anything, please. I know you're writing a blog for NHL.com. I want you to have in the blog, I ripped one past Vasilevsky, and who knew it was going to be the game winner? Alex Newhook, maybe a dark horse. Next game for the please, Alex, please.
He's been good on the forecheck.
Yeah, he's working hard, but it's just offensively. If he can just chip in with something, one play. All we need is one play.
Yeah, 4 assists, but just nothing in this series.
Yeah, we just got to have something. I think he's got an assist or two, right?
Two assists in this series.
Yes. Yeah, I think that was the big game. Yeah, and so we're having it at that. Even Eric predicts, that's his last prediction. Even Eric predicts the Avs. We appreciate it, Eric. We're going to forget about the other one. And that is the show. We're all excited. Very, very excited for game 6. It is what it is. It's going to be fun. It's the Stanley Cup Finals. Oren, we thank you, sir. We thank you for all that you've done.
Yeah, thank you for having me, sir.
Grace us with your final words, please.
It's been a roller coaster, but
it's been a roller coaster.
We'll get through it tomorrow. We're gonna bring the cup back home. So.
Okay, beautiful. Brandon, last words. What are we feeling? Anything? You got anything else you want to say more about that? Yeah. Hope it's a long night. Calling in to work Monday. What's up?
I can't call in to work. I'm a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh, then you have to get up.
Yeah. He's usually up at like 6:30.
Yeah. Make your own breakfast.
At 3 years old, that's gonna be interesting.
I know. Yes. Appreciate having you on. The a little unknown what we're gonna do for Sunday. There's a couple of watch parties some friends are having. Mike can get some interviews there. I've done those before. If not, regardless what we'll do, I'll throw it out to Twitter. Brandon, I'll let you know, kind of give you a heads up where we end up being tomorrow. If we do some interviews with some fans at a watch party, then what we're going to do is probably the day after is just kind of do a show to reflect on everything, just kind of like this, just kind of taking a look back, whether it's a loss, whether it's the win, whatever happens, we're always going to discuss it and get at it.
Whether it's a loss, it's going to be a win.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be real for Eric. Okay. I'm trying to respect Eric here. Okay. I'm just, that's me being respectful.
He's a Bucks fan, for God's sake.
Well, that's his area. If he's Tampa Bay, he's, good for, Good for him. Good for you, Eric. We appreciate you joining, buddy. Haley, we appreciate you. Crystal Hardy, we appreciate you. I know you were just here for the riots. We apologize. There was no riots. Not on us, but hopefully you can riot soon. And feel free to start one however you like, whenever you like. Try to make it peaceful. I mean, at least for the first 10 minutes, and then you can do whatever you like. Let's go, Avs. Let's go. We're going to end it there. Gentlemen, thank you again. Let's close this sucker out. Let's shut her down, and let's prepare for hopefully the Stanley Cup winning game in Tampa tomorrow. Thank you, people.
Yep. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.